Bruv, we're moving on to Agbaya of the week.
Let's go, man.
Ha. Obviously, I showed you the the content, and
Yeah, man.
this is nonsense. I mean, I believe they were paying a tribute to Windrush, people who suffered from the Windrush incident, and obviously they illustrated some pictures of them,
Sure.
and now we're seeing that people have vandalized those pictures. Sometimes you sit there and think, why?
Why? It's a simple question of why. Do you know what? I think a lot of the times it comes down to ignorance and lack of understanding. Like from way back when they erected a statue in Waterloo Station, I think it was, and I was there for it. And even now, I was there at Waterloo the other day. In a way, I wouldn't necessarily go as far to say desecrating it, but the way people were just chilling on it, prop up their feet just to, tie their shoelaces and stuff. It's a bit mental. It's a bit mental. But I think from what I saw, because when I originally saw it, because it's a picture I'm recollecting it, I'm an Arsenal fan. So the guy was in an Arsenal shirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. I thought, is this an advertisement? And then I actually delved into it. I thought, okay, part of the Windrush.
Yeah.
And just to go and vandalise it for no apparent reason, I think it just comes down to a lack of understanding.
Complete.
And I think we had it from when we were kids. I think it's a lack of understanding from things not being taught us in school.
Yeah.
Maybe the home education.
Yeah.
That then translates into fear. Because there's all these different things that, change the nuance of certain things. But I think fear, lack of understanding plays a massive component as to why people would do that.
It's crazy. I mean, obviously, little bit of context as well. Obviously, Dexter and we went to the same school as well.
Yeah.
So, even when you're saying the whole lack of understanding, even moving from the ends to Kent, coming to say Columbus, even dealing with the racial abuse and whatnot. As we grow up now, it's just a case of realizing most of these people just didn't understand. It's a lack of education, understanding. They just thought that maybe they heard something on TV. They thought it was cool to say, and maybe they came into school and said the same thing. Not realizing the consequences that could lead to that. To after, you understand? And it's just one of them ones I'm just like, why? The ones there, you just sit, some of these people have gone through bad things, in life.
Yeah.
My normal nature is to sort of comfort them, help. Why would I turn around and add to the...
add to the trauma, I think I'm a big believer, every action has a reaction. And I'm a big believer on, accountability, taking a stance on what you've done, ownership and stuff like that. And I think, everything could be minimalized. If you don't quite understand something, just go out and find the information. Have a nice chat. I always remember I was out uptown with a couple of the boys, and I think it wasn't too long after we came out of lockdown.
Yeah.
And some guy was giving it to one of the lads, and he was just giving it. And we were just all chilled and stuff. I think one of the lads said something along the lines of, I'm going to buy you a drink. Whatever grievance or lack of understanding you have with me or me and mine, I'm going to buy you a drink. We're going to sit down. We can have a chat. If we get to the end of this point and you and I don't understand each other, let bygones be bygones. But if I have enough temerity and you have enough about you to help me sway your opinion, or at least at the end we can agree to disagree, let that be that. And this just came in, and the guy didn't know how to react, because he was goading for a reaction. He obviously wanted a little bit of something. And I don't think that always needs to be the way. And I think hatred isn't even the forefront of things. Like I said, it comes from the lack of understanding, the lack of education, and then that transcends into the hatred and everything else and all of the other disdain and whatnot.
100%.
But I think if you're open, first of all, to have a calm and educated and clear and concise chat about something, that's the hardest thing to do. Because even if you find something difficult to talk about, if you're open to change, doesn't mean you have to change.
Yeah.
But if you're open to change, it can play a big part.
100%.
And I think that will eradicate everything. Well, not everything, bearing in mind, but a lot of stuff.
It will eradicate a lot of stuff, but it's just like you said, if you're not open to changing, there's no hope in even.
And that's where it comes down to that ignorance, man.
You understand? And like, it's sad, man, because a lot of people, we have Caribbean friends, and I'm sure some of their people, them in the family, have suffered from the Windrush.
Yeah, 100%.
And like knowing that they're probably suffering from looking at these pictures of their things being defaced and vandalized, it's just like, what the hell? Like, after what they've done for the country, like they've come into the country, they've actually helped build the country, add to the to the value of this country, 100%. And now to just be just be sort of swept under the carpet, like, get out of here.
Yeah, it's mad.
We don't want your pictures and whatnot. It's sad, and obviously, like, I don't even want to talk too heavy on this because it can start getting dark, and you know there was there. So listen, the people that out there vandalizing murals, vandalizing important material, things that actually mean things to families out there.
Sure.
That people can actually look back maybe 30, 50 years knowing that, you know what? This happened, but at least right now they're honouring them. Them on there, and now, they can't even look at that properly because the glass is cracked.
Yeah, you can't change the past, but you can make a change with regards to the future.
Exactly, and listen, people, them, like, please, man, like, I would like to think it was maybe, like, young kids.
Yeah.
But then you sit there and think, didn't know any better. But then sometimes, let's say CCTV was on that night and we had a look, it could probably be middle-aged men.
Grown-ass person.
Yeah, man. And it's just like, come on. It doesn't... It's sad. It's so sad because nobody rates it. I'm telling you, I even feel like... I know this sounds mad. I don't even feel like racist people rate racist people. I don't even think they rate their own, because sometimes one of them might just say, bro, you're going a bit too far. And before you know it, it's like, why are we even racist?
Yeah, you just got to call out. It's like it's bad. You just got to call it out.
Call it out, man. But listen, people, them, like, you lot are the Agbaya of the week.
Agbaya.